Let's go. Okay, welcome back. Very sorry, my please apologizes about the mess here. We had really technical issues in the studio, but let's go back to the action. So there's a lot going on at the moment. Claude Philipp Steiger here in the picture. So Gear comes close behind. And when we look at this car from Mirko Gear, and a close look again with the number 80, this front wing is bent. So the left side, if you have a close look at the front wing on the left side, is totally bent up. I think that cost him so much top speed. He's still making it quite good around the corners, as you see. Oh, here side by side, Jan Offner. That's definitely to blame on Jan Offner. They go side by side around the chicane, and Jan Offner just doesn't leave the space on the inside. There was less than one car length. And this is iRacing, so it's also simulation, so you should leave a little bit more space than in real life. There was definitely not enough space. Just get another replay. Who's that? Michael Henkel loses it as well. That's unlucky. He was on a good position, wasn't he? That's gonna hurt. So, Rettersteiger, Luca Philipp, Rettersteiger, Mirko Gier. That's correct, I just double checked again. Very close racing. So Mirko Gier tries everything he can. He's so close at the exit. Out of Spoon corner, he takes so much speed with him. They're all getting so close. Look at Philipp. Rittersteiger, Mirko Gier. Mirko Gier with the damage on the car. He's losing out. He just can't get the speed. This car just has no top speed at all anymore. His front wing, he should have pitted maybe. If I think about it now, maybe he should have pitted. Get this wing changed. Because he loses so much time on 40 minutes. I mean, he's losing more than a second, 20 laps. It's pretty much the same in the end, isn't it? But this is just so frustrating for his position. Look at Philipp defending well here. And again here, through the S's. Turn 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's just no way. Mirko Gier is just so close. So close to Rittersteiger. He just simply can't find a way past. I wonder if he collided with Alessandro Manelli. I really wonder if he can solve this mystery today. Really hope to have somebody in the interview. I'm quickly having a look. There's Seidemann getting passed by Bachmann now. What's happened to Seidemann? René Seidemann's losing time suddenly. So right in front, cars are getting mixed freshly. So it's Claudio Costrelli, P1, Fabian Simon in P2. 6.5 seconds behind. You have only 5 minutes more to race, which is 2 or 3 laps, so that's never going to be enough. I think Claudio Costarelli can really bring that home. He was happy when he heard we're going to do a stream in English. He was happy, so can give something back for good racing and the race win. So maybe he's giving us the interview in German. That could be a nice kickback for us. Costarelli won 52.2. Not that fast anymore, he just saves it now. Just wants to bring it home, but he can't go too slow. Fabian Siegmann right behind is a right. Whoa! That's what he said. Mirko Gier goes over the curb, sets up with on the floor of the car. So dangerous. Almost losing it into the wall. Just saved it. I'm really sorry, it was actually Luca Lionello, wasn't it? That was Mirko Gier. It was Mirko Gier, I'm sorry. We just see Luca Lionello, which is just a car behind, isn't it? Very close here, this 3. Costarelli losing time against Siegmann. We see the gap on the left is melting, 5.8 seconds now, but I think we have to stay here. Philipp Steiger and Gier. What a battle. 3 minutes, 10 seconds on the watch. losing it. Let me check quickly. So that was Steiger losing it, wasn't it? Please tell me I'm not wrong. Reto Steiger just lost it. It's still going, 13 seconds behind us. Oh, how annoying. So that makes 2 out of 3. Christoph Klavieter is losing ground. So they went over the line. I think we have another 2 laps to go. Costarelli now over the line with a 1:51.7, so he pushes again. Fabian Siegmann 6.1 seconds behind. So that's pretty much done. Julian Bachmann P3, 9 seconds behind the leader. Then René Seidemann 14 seconds, Christoph Klavieter 19 seconds. So P1 to 5 should be in the books. Well, let's see, Klavieter here. Mirko Gier now. Suddenly found pace. What's going on with Mirko Gier now? It's just too late. It's just 2 laps to go, my friend. This pace comes far too late. See him on the bottom left. Nice, good-looking gentleman with a smile. Not sure how big that smile is at the moment and how red his head is right now. But still, he saves. He goes into P6. Really wants to go vice champion from last year. Lost it out against Freddie Oakster, the absolute terminator in the sim racing scene. One of the fastest Formula 3 drivers in the world in this game. I've always been not taking part this year, so it's just a must win for Mirko Gier. Sure, he so wants the championship. We see a replay. Kevin Miller, back to the roots. Maybe I should never have said how talented it is. He does it with style, at least. Nicely done, Kevin. Respect for that one. Keeps us entertained. Surely he's not going to be happy. Maybe he needs an official after this race, just to prove to himself that he's not that bad. Quite disappointing for himself. So we're going into the last lap. Claudio Costarelli crossed the line now. 30 seconds on the clock, so 40 minutes is the whole race. 39 minutes on the clock, so that's done. That's the last lap now. Costarelli takes it home easy. Maybe also behind, very settled. I think drivers have settled with their positions. Luca Philipp is actually the closest one to Mirko Gier. There's something could happen on the back straight, around 130 yard. Down or up to the chicane. But you're going to miss that because you have to give this green time Claudio Costarelli. Quite unnoted from all the cameras. Just went through for the win. Fabian Siegmann in second position, 5 seconds behind Julian Bachmann in P3, Seidemann P4. They're all like 5 seconds apart from each other. Then Latweiler, that's getting closer. Mirko Gier can close the gap a bit, but Mirko Gier with his wing damage will lose all the time on the back straight, so you cannot expect an attack from there. So, let's ride the Costarelli down here. Back straight for a last time around the 130 yard. You see Fabian Siegmann in the back coming there. Down to the chicane. Just take it easy, not too much curb, not too early on the pedal. Seatbelts off, visor up, start to wave. Wave for us, show us. Claudio Costarelli, that's the race win, the feature race win, the second race weekend. Congratulations, Fabian Siegmann comes in P2. Julian Bachmann, P3, they complete the podium. René Seidemann close behind, P4. Christoph Klavieter, P5, congratulations. Mirko Gier, P6. Sure, he's not 100% happy with that. Luca Philipp, P7. Reto Steiger coming down here. Congratulations. P8. Jan Offner coming down 130R towards the chicane. Michael Henke in P10. Jan Offner over the line. Over the line. Jan Offner is done. It's good. Simon Heck, Belgian racing driver. I think he lives in Germany. I'm sorry about that, Simon, if I'm wrong. Also used to commentate here, but also prefers to race. Leon Vinkovic, obviously without petrol, just makes it over the line. Kevin Muller, we missed him P16, but we saw him spin a couple of times today, so he got his sprint time. So that seems like the end of the race. That was interesting. Not sure who we get for the interview. Could be nice to have Claudio Costarelli, Fabian Siegmann, and Julian Bachmann in the interview. And of course, we'd also like to hear from Mirko Gier what's really happened. Or maybe Alessandro Romanelli. We don't know, but we surely have top three from this race. And let's see what they prefer, to speak in English or in German. Especially with Claudio Costarelli. Here again, we see also the teams which I managed for. Not enough. AKR Sim Racing, we saw Team Heusenquelt, Fabian Siegmann. So that explains a lot just when you see this team name there. Comma Racing, Christoph Klavitter. Haven't mentioned that, sorry from here. Unique Sim Racing, where's actually Mirko Gier, Unique Sim Racing as well. Then Luca Leonello, Neoforce, by AKR Sim Racing. Patrick Kaufmann, Undicis, Scuderia Esports. Sim Racing Academy I mentioned. René Seidemann, ATW E-Racing by Serie. I didn't mention, I'm sorry about that. So Serie for Sim Racing Academy. So second sheet here, please don't look at P number 25. That's me. I'm where I belong. Very good racing by most of the guys. Danny Sandlauer is P24. He should be actually Sim Racing Academy, so he's not privateer. He has to race for this team. We know that. We just forgot to put it in. I'm sure other drivers as well. Michael Henneke, Steve Gucci, both Comma Racing. Reto Steiger, Team Munich. There's Alex Heavily for Delta Motorsport also. I think I mentioned all of them. Sorry for all of them. I forgot. So we go quickly into an advert for like a couple of minutes, and then we're back for the interviews and see if we can solve all the mysteries. See you back.
Oh Mann, Baby, ich habe meinen Einsatz verpasst. Warte doch mal ein bisschen.
1er-Hosting.ch. 100 GB SSD Webhosting für nur 4,90 Franken pro Monat. Registriere jetzt deine .ch-Domäne für nur 4,90 Franken im ersten Jahr zum Hosting dazu, Mann. Webhosting vom Feinsten.
FLANC.CH.
Mann, Baby, ich habe meinen Einsatz verpasst. Warte doch mal ein bisschen.
1er Hosting.ch. 100 GB SSD Webhosting für nur 4,90 Franken pro Monat. Registriere jetzt deine .ch-Domäne für nur 4,90 Franken im ersten Jahr zum Hosting dazu, Mann. Webhosting vom Feinsten.
Teil.CH.
Yeah. My come and never sleep on me. I some change so you know I go get what you're looking at. Food no noon, hoodie 멍청했고 find your comfort from another year. I go low like undercover, yeah. Wanna know my name, 죽지 않은 일은 위에 부어버려 기름 guess. You can even guess me, cause I'm baby. High low 확실해, not like maybe. Devil never welcome to my palace. 찾지 않아 L.
I need you because I won.
Okay, so we're back. We're having Roma Bachmann here. Don't get up. Okay, we have P2 here, Fabian Siegmann. I don't know. We did the whole stream in English. Would you like to say something in English or in German? English, cool. Let's carry on then. Congratulations from my side. How did you see the race?
Main race starting from I think 21 and then ending up in P2 is really great. I think there was a lot of carnage in the first lap. I saw a lot of dead cars in the grass. A bit surprised about this because the first races seem to be much better in this concern. But yeah, overall I'm very happy with the second race, and first race was quite a bad one for me. I think I had a slight contact in lap 1 with a little bit of damage, and then I spun in lap 3 or something. So no points from the first race for me, but yeah, in summary it's still okay at least.
Yeah, it's a bit unlucky for you because you lost the lead of the championship now. Because you were leading, coming as the leader into this race, and you're now still in P3.
Yeah,
77 points, so just 9 points behind P1, which is now Claudio Costarelli, so that's all not bad.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I was pretty sure that Claudio is probably the new leader, as I think he has finished quite at the top in all of 4 races this season. And I had a bad one now, and Mirko also had a bad one, or say a little bit bad one of P6 now. I think he had quite a lot of damage. So yeah, that's how it is, but I will...
Yeah, Mirko just didn't have the top speed. Mirko just couldn't have top speed anymore. He was always close in the S's through the infield, but just no top speed. And as you know, it's so difficult to overtake. And the race is just not long enough to pit. So yeah, but we really expect to see much more coming from you this season. Team Huizenqueld. So we all know what that means. They only have super fast drivers. And yeah, we're sure you're fighting for the win here. And looking forward to see more. Is there anything else you'd like to say? Anybody to greet or just something?
I would like to greet my friends and especially my girlfriend if she's watching. I hope so. Yeah, and then see you next time. Bye-bye.
See you next time. Thank you so much. Good to have you here. And now, the man of the day, probably racer of the day, driver of the day, Claudio Costarelli. Unreal. He was so happy to hear me that we're going to do a stream in English. He was the one really looking forward to it. He gave something back now. Now I'm not sure. He should actually do the interview in German, shouldn't he?
It's the same, English. It's okay.
Let's do English, Claudio. Congratulations. I don't know if you've heard it. You are leading the championship now with
Yeah.
86 points, 6 points in front of Mirko Gier, who we all expected to be in front.
Yeah.
So what can you tell us about all of that?
Oh, it's a surprise. It's a really a nice, really nice surprise. I didn't expect to win this race. I've been lucky, I know. After the start, I saw a lot of people crashing behind me, and then the mother was just to overtake the two guys, I don't remember who, in front of me, and took a small advantage, and then stay there. Then this race, the fight was against me, only against me. And yeah, this is the first race I win here in Flank, and yeah, my pace was not good as the pace of Alessandro or Mirko or probably also Fabian. But yeah, as I said, just because I've been a bit lucky at the beginning, and yeah, that's all. I'm here. I'm happy.
Very impressive driving by you. They were fast guys, but yeah, it was lucky, but that's racing. I mean, how many times have you been unlucky? I only remember like the test race we had in Barcelona, wasn't it? Where you kind of collided with René Seidemann,
Yeah.
like you did so many times last year. So that's racing. So it's not just you being unlucky, it's also other guys being unlucky. And with Mirko Gears, the big question, could he have had a comeback with a pit stop? So it's surely going to be worse watching his replay, what he could have done worse. And start to start, Suzuka is just so difficult. So, I don't know, Claudio. Cool to have you in the league. Cool to have you here. We're looking forward to much more exciting racing from your side.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I just want to
Greet somebody.
Yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to my team, to our simulation center in Lugano, and yeah, that's all. Thank you to everybody, and thank you to you, because you are the first one. I mean, I think you are the speaker, and I win. So come back again.
So I'm sure they're listening to you and they can take you to pay my salary in the future. Then also have to mention simracer.ch by AKR Sim Racing, your team you're racing for. Just as I mentioned it once again after this great performance.
Yeah. Thank
so
you.
I wish you good luck, and I'm sure we hear each other again sooner or later.
Thank you. I hope so.
And have a good one. All the best.
Thank you. Thank
Bye,
you.
Claudio.
Bye.
Bye, Claudio. So I think that was it. We have nobody else in the interview, but maybe we really have to think about making a short highlight video about this stream, about this race. So quite a lot has happened. It was really exciting. We missed quite a bit. We apologize deeply again for that. There's really been problems with the technical side, with the computers. So we really promise to fix that for the next race, which is going to be Flank. Next week, the GT3 series or the Formula 3 series, again in 2 weeks, and between also the Formula 4 Junior series. And again, to all the people who were here for the first time, could be good if you leave a like and maybe subscribe to the channel, just not to miss. There's always good race action to come. Also note, we were at the Swiss car exhibition, the Auto Zurich last week, had the Swiss sim racing there. That's also be found on this channel the whole weekend. We found our Swiss sim racing champion. A few inspirations again from the start we see here in the picture. Just an absolute mess. Kevin Miller received the penalty there. As we heard, Castorelli made it through. There was contact with Mirko Gier. So I think that's it from my side. I was Marco. It was a pleasure for me to commentate that for all of you. Really cool to do that in English for a change. Also, we saw Claudio Castorelli and a few people happy with that. It really likely will be German again in the future. Maybe there will be a French one. Let's see what our plans are. Thank you to have you all. Have a good one. And we see each other soon. Keep racing, keep being fast. Bye all.
job. And history has been made.